Merry Christmas! Ariel Santos here. We welcome you to Music and Musings. We hope to be able to bring you hope as you spend the next few moments just meditating with us on the goodness of our God. The angel spoke to Joseph and told him that his wife was conceiving a child by the Holy Spirit, and he was to name him Jesus. Jesus, because he will save his people from their sins. And that's why Jesus was incarnate. He took on flesh so that he could save us. The writer of Hebrews says that he partook of flesh and blood so that he can identify with us, so that through his death also, he can render powerless him who had the power of death and might free those who are subject to slavery and fear all their lives. Death is our enemy. Death is unnatural. Death is not a part of God's plan, and it does not come from him. And Jesus came, put on flesh, and died in that flesh so that he can free us from its power and from sin. You know, we are not saved from the fires of hell. We are saved from our sin in the first place. Because sin is missing the mark, missing our purpose, missing our original meaning and creation, which is the image and likeness of God. We sin, we walk contrary to the image of God. And that's why Jesus came to the flesh, in the flesh, so that he can help us get back on track and walk according to the abundant life that God has intended for us right from the beginning. We should put our trust in him, not in anyone, but in him, who has promised to be with us to the end of the age. One time we were in a Starbucks, and I ordered for my friends, and the barista asked, "What name would you want to be put on the cups?" And I playfully said, "Piolo." You know what I mean, right? And he went along with it, and he wrote on each cup the name Piolo. And when the coffees were ready, he shouted loud enough, he made sure it was loud, so that all the people in the cafe would hear, and they did. And he shouted, "4 Americanos for Piolo." And I saw the people. One was typing on his laptop, and he stopped and looked. People at one table were talking, they stopped talking, and they looked. One was on his phone, tinkering with it, and he stopped and he looked. This is the reaction that people give to someone who they think is popular or famous or who can help them or can bring them joy. See, we should not put our trust in kings and princes or celebrities. Someone greater is here. He has promised to be with us, to suffer with us, to endure with us, to go through our sufferings with us, and to help us overcome them and free us from the wiles and the bondages of this world. He said, "In this world you will have tribulation, but you do not have to fear. I have overcome the world." And that is the good news of Christmas. Our God has come, has pitched his tent among us, and he is here to stay. And we will do well to walk with him and to please him and to obey his voice, because that leads to our abundant life. Again, Merry Christmas to you. We hope we have brought you joy and the good news from our God.